Welcome back, adventurers, to The Witcher 3. We are in a pub in Oxenford once more and have to speak with Olgierd about his brother Vladimir. So let's do that real quick.
I'm all ears, Witcher.
Yeah, about Vladimir.
Sends his love.
You spoke to him. Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say? Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Is that all? Or have you something else?
Gonna work on getting you Bersodi's house next.
Best of luck. Enjoy.
What was in the letter? I'm so curious. We couldn't read it. Well, I couldn't find it in my inventory. Maybe we could have read it? Dang. He wrote it with my blood. Well, nothing to do about that. Let's get that house. Open SESAME. If it's that easy. Go to the Bersodi auction house. Oh, it's that. I think I've tried to get in there at some point of the game already. Let it be known that the Oxenford sewers have been closed until further notice. Signed, Colonel Albrecht Hockenhowell, Redanian Army 2nd Ranged Infantry Division. Oh no!
Hey!
Yeah, it's true. They are closed. We have been down there several times, so that's fine. Listening to the music, but it's nice. Okay. I like it that the game soundtrack is integrated in the game like that. It's pretty awesome. With the street musicians. Okay, let's get that house.
This the Bersodi Brothers auction house?
Seems it.
Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you, fraternizing with civilians is not allowed. Purpose of your visit?
Just curious. Redanian Army regulars, right?
Lance Corporal Václav reporting, and this bloke's my subordinate, Private Kleiner.
Careful you don't piss yourself out of excitement.
You say something, soldier.
Not a thing.
Shouldn't you be somewhere? There's a war on, you know.
We was transferred here. All official. Written order 76 CWX. Mission, guard the auction house. Priority, high. Top, in fact.
Bersodi fella knows his way about the court. Helps the high rankings sell their war booty. Gets protection in return.
Private Kleiner, that's confidential military information.
I mean, then I'm probably not the only one he told that, if he tells it that easily.
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Bersodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
Where do I get one? It'd be smart to make an exception. I don't think that works.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
I'm afraid you're out of luck. Order 76 CWX also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his arse.
Kleiner, need I remind you of the penalty for insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Vimy Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
But my orders...
Fuck your orders. Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy.
No, the lads will be rolling back at the barracks.
Sut it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
I'm afraid we don't have enough money on us.
Appreciate the help.
'Twas nowt. Always had a mind to see into old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah ha! Folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
What did folk come to bid on? Any idea?
All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Nieuw, Longendijk.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Of course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault.
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
Could have sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
It was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye, and I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. But Horst is like to show his head during the auction. I'll introduce you then.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it. Only ever collect on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go.
Okay.
Egg, white, gold,
What do we have here?
Goblet of fire. Wonder what it is.
Okay.
dress of harky silk trimmed with amethyst beads.
A giant's. Or maybe a Jotun's.
A Jotun! Are these all from other books and
Zeracanian
games?
spears. Excellent adornments for any parlor wall. Good to know.
Haha.
Codex Redaniensis. Sole surviving copy.
Codex Redaniensis. I would love to
From the
read it.
collection of the Mage Aramis.
Ah, jeez! We have been there.
You need help with something? Egg,
What's that?
white, gold,
Beautiful. But first blow would shatter them.
incense sold to Madame Vivre.
Swords.
Dress of harky
Are they...
silk trimmed
Can we
with
see
amethyst
what
beads.
kind?
At a starting price of
Oh, they're kind of
2,000
knotted, right?
crowns.
Yeah, that's not good for a blade. Huh. Oh god, no. Is it the one? But that was white, right? Yennefer's one?
Where did I put
This one probably also belonged to sorceress. Fetish, maybe.
Okay, it's not the one. Whew, I'm glad. That would be very weird and awkward. Okay. I thought you might have auctioned it off
You thought of buying real estate.
because, you know,
Lovely sculpture. Probably end up adorning somebody's garden.
yeah, probably.
harky silk
But it's wooden.
trimmed with amethyst
I wouldn't put it in my garden.
at a starting price
would
of
rot, right?
2,000
Step
crowns.
away. Authorized staff only.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Eh? Is there something on the other side? No. Only Hun fiber.
auction won't start for a time yet, it seems.
Vimy, this is a banquet.
Aye, and?
I detest banquets. Vacuous conversation, food portions fit for a mouse, drinks that taste like piss.
Ah, it won't all be bad. Let me introduce you to some of my most interesting associates. Old hen there is Countess Mignole. Wager you'll have plenty to blather about with her. Prick in the corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing Gwent. Ah, there's Jaromir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But he knows paintings like no other. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like knobs.
What if I am a knob?
Oh, smell it, Geralt.
Okay,
That's the center coin.
so you, Hilbert. I took an onion. What's on that plate? Another onion. Great.
Halbert, it's been years. Allow me to introduce you. Geralt of Rivia.
Enchanted.
Pleasure's all mine.
How's it? Got your eye on any sparkly bits today?
Not really. I buy what strikes me fancy. I need something right sumptuous for me walls just now. Nilfgaard. I get it right?
Excuse me?
Your Gwent deck. It's Nilfgaard, innit? Come on, admit it.
I have 4. Monster?
Frankly, I usually play my monsters.
A witcher who plays monsters? Interesting.
You ought to know, Hilbert. Geralt here's a positively superb player. Superb.
We got a minute before the auction starts, so... Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Maybe around?
Okay. I think that's the... Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy.
Suppose it's not whether you win or lose. Sure, I'm game.
Brilliant. I'll lay my cards out.
Naturally. Geralt, might I have a wee word?
He cheats.
What is it?
Well, mate, since I brought yous together, I do believe I'm owed a share of your
What?
winnings, if there are any. 10%. I find this fair sorts, you can.
Pretty clear now why you wanted us to meet.
One cardinal bit I've learnt in my trade, friend. Coin dinna stink. So, what'll it be?
For the piece? Normally, no chance. I mean, come on. But maybe I lose even. Does he then pay me?
Well, you did help with the guards at the door. All right. 10% of any winnings is yours.
Any chance for 15?
No.
Don't push it, Vimy. All right. Game on.
I mean, he did help me. That's right. Oh gosh. That might be harsh. I have the decoy in because of Olgierd. He had a very interesting style. Do we need it still? Or do we want to get the clear weather back? If he doesn't play monsters, that might be helpful. I don't know what he plays. He knows what I play, but I don't know what he plays. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? Oh, the toad. Okay. Ah, he plays Nilfgaard. Oh, he might have... Yeah, he might have a lot of spies. So we keep ours. Arcas, Vampire 1. 1 crone. Oh, that is pretty good, actually. I want to keep it like that. Yeah, actually, that's good. And he starts, that's good too. He has Dandy. We don't have a Scorch or anything. Let's play our non-close combat units first. That's fine. we do have that. Oh, how many does he have? These? Get... Oh, that's how it works. I wondered. I have these. But we need GAUNTER DIMM. And I don't think we have them. Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Now, what's the plan of action? We want to play the spy last. Because otherwise we might get a double of these. And it's so good that we don't have doubles that I don't want to risk it. Aracazes are risk because they are all fours. They are easy to scorch away. Although we do have those already. So there's no risk. At the moment, only if he has that scorch that only targets specific rows. Which we don't have. Okay. He is playing for a win here in the first round. That's good to know. Not bad. I might, in that case, use my horn. And not keep those. Normally, I always keep the crowns. But I have the spy. For the last round, I mean, because they are just unbeatable. I mean, they're beatable, but you know what I mean. They're so good. But we can bring somebody back. We do have the vampires. Let's play the vampires. We can try with Mars, but he doubles up, so that's... Oh, he has a spy too. Okay. Yeah, in that case, I think I will blow the horn. He can only scorch him, so that's fine. He passed. Okay. Good. And we keep something on the board. And it's only one card difference and I still have the spy, so we are good. I hope. So, let's bring somebody back. The Fiend? Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I could pass now. He would have to play at least one more card. Oh, what's his ability, by the way? Abilities that restore a unit to the battlefield. Restores a randomly chosen unit. Oh, affects both players, though. Haha. He shall try that. Yeah, maybe. Now I still have the spy. So let's... Should I now play the crones? Because that's out of the way. No, let's throw in a special card. Oh. He has those too. Yeah. I pass. Okay. Now we're even again. And I keep a card. So I'm in an advantage over his hand. Even with that. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Now it's all in. Crones we keep for a second. Oh. But it's a very high spy. So... he does give me a lot, and my crones are not in danger anymore, because if he has a scorch, he can only scorch his own spy away. Okay. He has 2 more cards. Here comes my spy. Oh, nice! I don't complain. Let's see what his last card is. Yeah, he passed. Well.
Unbelievable, I don't buy it. You cheated, you must have.
I got
something.
GAUNTER.
Hexed me or whatnot.
Oh, I'd be careful with the gab, Hilbert. Afore Geralt takes a mind to demanding satisfaction.
You give it to him, you damn midget. You bearded pinchfist.
Oh, interest will be a right bit higher when that bugger next comes round asking for a loan.
Okay. He's still got enough money. That's fine. Okay, let's talk to that guy. Jaromir.
Jaromir, might we trouble ye a wee spell?
Greetings, Vivaldi. Who's this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I thought you might have a blether with us. About the paintings on the block today.
Ah, sniffing for a quick turnaround as usual, are we?
Pot calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend.
True. Yet first they delight my eyes, whereas you treat them as mere promissory notes. The only arts that interest you are those culinary. What about you, Witcher? Do you know anything about paintings?
I'm not so sure, but let's see.
Realize this might be hard to believe, given my crude-looking mug. But yeah, I know a thing or two.
Truly? We ought to see what.
Uh-oh.
Do you know our friend Vivaldi is in possession of 5 canvases by Van der Nobe? Yet he cannot distinguish them from landscapes at 5 crowns apiece.
I shan't pretend it's otherwise.
Yet for you, my dear connoisseur Witcher, that should present not the slightest problem, so do tell which of these is the handiwork of Edward van der Nobe, the master from Maribor.
I think they said something about portrayals, right? He doesn't do either still leben nor landscaping. Landscape pictures, not landscaping. So, I think it's that. Oh, still life. What did I say? Still leben. That's the German version. So I think he makes portraits, right?
Really? Merchant with the pearl, no 2 ways about it.
My. Who would have thought? Might I have a word in private? Forgive me my impertinence. At first I thought you an ignoramus. Vivaldi's equal. I feel I should apologize in the tone, so I shall tell you a secret. A Van Rohe is due to appear on the block. The painter's unknown largely, but has a fierce admirer in Marcus Hodgson, a bookseller, has his shop in Novigrad's main square. I wager you'll sell him the canvas at a tidy profit.
Thanks.
Oh, think nothing of it. Now, please excuse me. My friend's Becky.
Okay, Van Rohe we can sell to the book store
So,
guy.
what did he tell you?
Nothing special.
Truly? Huh. Shame that. Alright, let's go. Ink spot upon ink spot. Sheer number of them's doing me heed in.
Okay, so we have to buy a
Funny.
painting if we can.
Duke Clivet declared bankruptcy. By that ring on his finger.
Battle of Anghiari, 1206 by Vedyminaica, oil on canvas. Ooh. Yeah, that's a battle. Spice Merchant, 1212 by Ivan der Knob, oil on canvas. A Vessel Leaving Port, 1220 by Seth Burner, oil and wood. That's a nice one. Eden Cover Eco and Buisson, 1210, oil on canvas. Oh, nice. And the Still Life. Still Life. Jade Varvari, 1222, oil on canvas. Whoa, with a boar head. Oh, is that a squirrel up there? I think so. I hope it's not on the dinner plate. How does squirrel taste anyways?
That would look splendid in the boudoir.
I wouldn't eat squirrel. I mean, maybe if I would starve otherwise, but... yeah. Okay. So, I already forgot what we have to buy. He said unknown painter. I think I remember if I see the name. And, yeah. Do we have money? Oh, I cannot do that. I have no idea if I have enough money.
I've heard many tales.
Where's she? There's one more person we can talk to. Who are you?
We've an exceptional auction ahead, dear folk.
Cool. Ah, there. Whoops. What an introduction.
Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam, allow me to introduce my dear friend, Geralt of Rivia.
Witcher of the School of the Wolf.
Forgive me, but have we had the pleasure?
No, but your guild is unmistakable. Your medallion.
Take note, Geralt. Countess Mignol is an eminent collector of Vedyminaica.
What now?
All manner of objects related to the witcherly profession. Swords, gear, medallions.
Uh-huh. Oh, we can buy from her?
Mind if I ask how the Countess became interested in us, humble monster slayers?
I've some pleasant associations, dating from my oh-so-distant youth.
Didn't you say such things, Countess? You look right fetching to me.
That's very kind, Master Vivaldi. But apart from my Vedyminaica, I also own a number of mirrors.
Your most prized piece, what would it be?
An armor element. An antique. School of the Wolf. From 1234.
Classic. Is it up for sale?
I fear not. It's a memento. One of great sentimental value.
But perhaps
Which
the
Witcher
Countess
was
has
it?
got other Witcher curios she's willing to part with. Or acquire. Perhaps she could trade. I'd charge 5%. A modest transaction fee.
Vimy, never seen anyone so good at laying their mitts on coin that clinked within earshot. But what the hell? See if we can't make a deal.
Oh. No way. She has the Viper diagrams. We have the sword. How much? How much is it? 300, 300, 300, 300. We are rich, but I don't know how much money I need for the auction. But she buys my crap. So that's convenient. Here, take that. I hate it. And that. Arts Gallic. Madeira. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. I had no idea that we can get the Viper gear. Oh, did we want to keep that? No. It was not our crafted thing. Hunting trousers and the ornate boots. Okay, that's pretty cool. For one, we can sell her the sensor. Lesser Take it. I want my money back. Lesser. Lesser? She does buy the shorts. Shirts. Not shorts. But... And I don't think we need those anymore, but they're not worth much. Lesser. Lesser. Oh, no, not that. Now we have more money than before, right? I mean, I could sell those. What's the most expensive? To get some money in. Now we are at 35. For the auction, I mean, we need it. She doesn't buy the saddle, that's a pity. I would part with that. No! What? I can sell that? I would never, ever do that. Nothing else, though. Okay. And no crafting things, that makes sense. Can have one more shirt. And that. I mean, I have a lot in store, but I think we're good money-wise, I hope at least. And we got the Viper set! That is awesome!
Does the Countess have her eye on anything particular today?
No, but Horst Borsodi insisted he would put up something that would be of interest.
Did he happen to say what it was?
No. Oh, you know what he's like. A walking enigma. On another topic. Master Geralt, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help a lady in need.
Depends on the nature of the need.
Oh, it's quite the trifle. I stepped out onto the balcony a moment ago. I dropped an earring while there. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen through the floorboards. Perhaps you, with your cat eyes...
Sure, I'll find that.
Not a problem. I'll go right away.
I shall be much obliged.
See you in a minute, Vimy.
So, an earring. No problem, but... I'm not sure if the auction will trigger if we do that. Because she's the last person we can talk to. And, I would love to end the episode here. So let's find the earring and we talk to her in the next episode, though.
Some spilled wine. Nothing else. There's no earring out here, is there?
None.
Maybe the Countess would care to explain what this is about, all jokes aside.
Forgive me. God, this is so embarrassing. Do you know Vesemir? He was a tinge shorter than you, wore a mustache.
Do I know him? Man taught me everything I know.
What? How is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh no.
Don't mind at all. But before I answer, I also wouldn't mind knowing how you knew each other.
Oh, I've told no one. Not ever. But I suppose I owe you an explanation. It was the winter of 1234. A beast prowled the streets of Oxenford. A fledder, I believe. A contract was issued, a notice posted, and a witcher appeared. Vesemir, of the School of the Wolf. He came through our estate, tracking the beast. Our eyes met. Something sparked. I wrote him a message, asked my governess to deliver it. He visited, under the cover of night, night after night. On one such occasion, my father heard something. Vesemir had to flee. So quickly, he left behind his gambeson.
Ah, the first piece. The start of your collection.
Yes, but also the end of our love. Father had an arrest warrant issued, then quickly married me off. I was fortunate. My husband died young, leaving me a sizable fortune. And thus, I have lived on memories.
Vesemir is dead, though. Ugh.
Afraid I have bad news.
Oh? Please tell me, did he at least die like a witcher?
Oh, he did.
No. He died like a hero.
There is that. I thank you for tolerating a decrepit madwoman so elegantly.
Please don't say that.
I am old and I am wealthy. I may say what I please. And now, be so kind and leave me to my thoughts.
And all that time she couldn't forget him. That's crazy. Wow. Oh man, good old Vesemir.
Honourable gentlemen, the auction will begin shortly. Take your
Oh,
places,
man.
please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to
Well,
the fort.
I'll end the
You won't
episode
see
here
much else
before
on
they
this
trigger a cutscene and we're in the auction. As it is already happening. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this one. Have a wonderful and adventurous day and see you in the next one, where we spend all our money on stuff.